Another day on the ocean floor. Another day under the sea. Fish swimming, dolphins chirping. This is beautiful, really, under here. I really do love living under the sea here with my people, with my species, my community. But looking out this window does make me think, what exactly is above the surface of the water? I've heard all these grand stories of the overworld and the land above. I do think that there could be so much out there that I haven't seen or experienced, that I've only read in books and stories. Well, at least I think it'll be as grand as it is. My father told me all about all about the stories of the outside world, but he also told me about what happened out there, the conflict and the war that sent us down here in the first place. The War of the Nether and the Ocean, as told in the history books of Tsunacis, is a brutal one. The story of how the Nether and the Ocean fought valiantly against each other, but inevitably the Ocean were forced deeper into the waters, and the Nether were forced back to the dimension they came from. Well, I guess I have more to do as king. I shouldn't be, here again, dreaming about what could be on the surface. I have things to do, people to see and talk to. I did hear recently about how there was a recent refugee collection of people, rather, that have settled near Tsunacis that we've been assisting and helping, but I've never actually gone to meet them. I believe they're led by a glow squid. I'm not entirely sure. I believe I was to go and meet him today, actually. Probably be a good idea. Why wait? His place is over nearby Tsunacis, not too far from here. Well, as king, I should go introduce myself. Hello, Mr. Glow Squid, is it?
Oh, hello, sir. Ocean King. What was your name again?
The name is Clebo. King Clebo, but it's okay
Ah,
if you call me Clebo.
pleased to meet your acquaintance.
Pleased to meet you as well. It's glad to see that your civilization has begun to redevelop under these waters. But
Yeah, it's
speaking of which, I don't believe I've fully heard the story of your arrival. Heard that you were refugees, but not much more than that.
mm, the other day. Our civilization, under the water was trampled under a stampede of axolotls.
Horrible. And so you were forced to come
Our
here.
species and theirs don't quite get along.
That is sad to hear. Unfortunate. Well, actually, while I'm here, I to make it feel more welcoming here by Tsunasis, I do wish to give you a tour of the kingdom, if you wouldn't mind coming with me for a little bit. What in the world?
Oh,
Oh, okay. Oh, oops, sorry. Please, it's not hard to miss. Or sorry, it's hard to
yeah.
miss. Uh, it's quite a thriving civilization, and I'm pleased to have you guys join us. Please do come in, and I'll guide you
So,
around the.
right.
Hmm?
Wait, who is that?
Uh, Greetings. What?
I, This is
What is your
something I
reason
don't
for
even
coming
need to
here?
breathe. I don't even need the potions. I don't need to. I can breathe down here. This is.
Interesting.
Uh,
Are you
hello? Can you
from
hear me?
around here? Sir?
Hey, I'm outside. Can
Oh, outside.
man, your
Oh,
sound carries so well
the,
down here.
it's yeah, and the sound carries well, and the Merling species, which is what I am, have sonar abilities to communicate through the water
Uh,
more easily. Please,
oh,
sorry, it's been so long since we've had a visitor here. Come in. Where are my manners? This is Tsunacis, the one of the
oh, it's
largest kingdoms under the ocean. Please come with me.
very pleased to meet you. I'm Ham.
Ham? Oh, I don't believe I've introduced myself. I'm Klebo, the king of this nation.
Oh,
Uh,
that's very pleased
well,
to.
it's... Sorry, I'm a bit offset. It's been so long since we've had a visitor. This kingdom has been isolated from the outside world for so long that I'm not used to having visitors. But please do come. I I wish to give you a tour of the place, if you wouldn't mind, of course. Well, I guess I should probably start with down here. In Tsunacis, the Merlings all live uh, because of this core. The core uses a special magic gold to power the kingdom and to power
Gold.
the lifeblood of this kingdom. To give the
That's
Merlings
that's
their
interesting.
mm,
It's
it's a
interesting. You know, as a I'm not sure if you know, but I'm a piglin. I
piglin.
my species deals a lot in gold because
Ah,
where we come from, there's a great abundance of it and not much other
I
material.
see. So where do you come from exactly? You seem kind of random that you
I
stumbled
live
upon
in
this
the
place.
overworld, but my species
Overworld.
comes from the Nether.
The Nether. Interesting. You know, this place has a little bit of a history with the Nether. Please, come, come. We'll walk around, swim around the place while we discuss this. The ocean has had I don't know if you're aware of, but the ocean has had quite the history with the Nether.
Yeah,
And
I know some of the history.
hmm,
I was a child when uh, the Great War happened.
the war, yes. The reason that you guys are stuck abandoned in the Nether, and the reason that we're banished here to the seas. It was a brutal war, truly. I've
What's the name of your friend?
This here is Pori, or I believe that's what I was told.
Yes.
If you wish
That's
to
nice to meet you.
introduce yourself, I don't really see. He's actually. Why don't you introduce yourself? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a squid. I'm I'm new around here. I've just moved in from another kingdom that I lived in.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm not that great with meeting new people.
His kingdom was
That's
overrun
that's understandable.
by
It's
axolotls.
understandable. In the Nether, it's common to be very wary of pretty much anybody.
Hmm. His kingdom was overrun by axolotls, and so he is taking refuge here at Tsunasis, is the name of this kingdom.
Oh, that's a shame. It's a
Hmm.
it's just, this place is like a I'm
Meeting
not sure
room.
what to call it. Well, no, the whole kingdom.
Oh, the kingdom. Yes,
It's like it's like a haven, I guess.
a safe space, an oasis, even for those in need. Yes, we try to be, at least. That's what my ancestors have done, and that's what I've been trying to do. Protect the people. But
That's good.
less on me and more on you. This war, I actually wasn't around during the war. My father was. My father was a soldier in the war, and he's told me stories before he passed.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I've I've only read about the war. Please, what
have you
was it
ever
like?
have you ever been to the Nether?
No, you see, what I've heard is that most of us people, us Merlings, don't do well in the Nether. That we seem to we die of dehydration.
You okay?
Sorry. Uh, but yes, I have actually never really left this kingdom aside from being outside and hunting for fish, going to train and going to the nearby shrine for rituals and such, but nowhere on
I see.
land.
I see. Well, the ocean is it's very different from the Nether. I mean, you can already imagine the Nether is
Hmm.
it's you've been above ground surely at least, or have you not?
I've seen some, only seen though. My father has taken me to places nearby the coast, but nowhere deep into the lands.
Well, obviously there's no water. It is a hot place.
Right.
Imagine imagine if there were another ocean floor inverted on the surface of the water.
Interesting.
And
All right.
you were swimming in a fully isolated above and below, and that the floor and the ceiling interconnected to create mountains, walls, caves.
Hmm.
There is lava, which is like water, but very
Right.
hot and
I've read
more
about.
more.
I've
It's
read about.
more. It's too hot for either of our bodies.
Right.
Um, but it is the only it's the only liquid there.
I've read
And
some
there's a
about that.
great many mobs.
Oh yes,
There
the
is
mobs. I've read only a
what
little bit about the
what
people there.
peoples are here? Clearly, the glow squids are a civil intelligent group, and
Yes.
you, the Merlings,
Hmm. The
as
axolotls are
well.
also here, and we, as the Merlings, have created guardians, which you haven't seen much of around. We've been trying to keep them at bay. They've been starting to go a bit haywire, if you will. They've been attacking the civilians of Tsunacis, but we've
Oh, I
created
see. I
them,
see.
and there have been other civilizations in the ocean. I believe there have been small groups of dolphins and such that exist in the ocean, but I've only read a little bit about. There's not much here on the Nether. I'm only aware of very little, and I would be pleased to know more. So do
All
go on.
right. Well, there there are really two major intelligent groups that inhabit the Nether. Most others are just like wild animals. There's no. It's a lot. There's a lot more chaos in the Nether.
Hmm.
Um,
I see.
it's a lot more of a wilderness than I think the ocean is. Um,
All right.
my species, the piglins, most of us are nomadic. We travel in small groups, like hunting groups, um, and we eat. And this is recently I've discovered that this is apparently a sore point for some people in the
Ah.
overworld, but we eat hoglins, which are like big wild boars,
Hmm.
um,
Well,
and that's our main source of food.
I
We also
believe.
have bastions where some of us who are better in combat store our resources and our food as sort of storehouses.
Right. On your point on the food, I believe that that is a problem with the people on above the water. I've heard, but us as Merlings, we try to avoid it. We do eat fish as well, so I can
I
understand where you're
see.
coming from. You do what you can to survive.
Of course. The other major group of mobs there are the inhabitants of the nether fortresses, the blazes,
Ah,
and
I
to
see.
some extent the wither skeletons, but they're less so.
So,
Blazes are basically just fire spirits, um,
hmm,
just hovering pillars of fire.
interesting.
They have their own language. I cannot understand them, but they don't get along with us.
Ah, I see. Conflict even within the
Um,
Nether. Some
there
sections of
there
it.
is essentially there is essentially no mob in the Nether that is able to live in harmony with the other. The blazes and wither skeletons are neutral towards each other.
Right.
Everything else,
Okay.
it's kill or be killed in the Nether. It is just survival of the fittest.
Hmm.
So some of the others, I mean, there are skeletons in the overworld. Perhaps you've seen skeletons here.
I've seen a few. I think some occasionally wander under the water.
Yeah, so there are skeletons there. The wither skeletons are like nether skeletons. They're
I see.
um, more burnt. They're
Burnt.
more poisonous.
Oh,
They're yeah. I can
poisonous.
only wonder how they're what species they were when they perished. But they're a bit more dangerous in that regard. They're a bit bigger.
I see.
If you've ever seen slimes, we have sort of lava variants of slimes
Interesting.
called magma cubes.
Magma cubes.
Um,
All right.
they can walk on lava. I'm
Wow,
not
that
sure if the
is
slimes can walk on water. I haven't seen many
not
yet.
not to my knowledge. I haven't seen anything on that, but that is interesting.
Hmm. There are also zombie variants of my species.
Oh.
They don't. They mostly just they don't really do anything,
Ah.
which seems like it's putting it undetailed and more mildly, but they really just don't do anything.
Interesting.
I mean, they'll fight if you try to hurt them, but most mobs
Right.
in the Nether just ignore them because there's nothing to be gained from fighting them.
Right. Is there
And
any? Yeah.
I'd say right now the most dominant race in the Nether is the Ghasts,
The ghasts.
um,
Heard a little
which
bit about
are
the ghasts.
they're like they're big fire breathing tentacled creatures that fly through the air.
Fly through the air. That's
Yes,
tentacles. That's interesting. I've
yes.
only heard a little bit about how they kind of were one of the more powerful species in the war against the ocean and the overworld.
Yeah. Which you asked me about the war. Um, I was just a young child. I lived in one of the storehouses, the bastions,
I see.
um, when I was young, and there comes a time, a very specific time, when piglins grow into either one of the brutes who guard the houses or one of the hunters who go
Right.
out in the packs.
Interesting.
Well, when I grew up, when I was about to grow up, our bastion was attacked.
Oh, that's
I was too
unfortunate.
young to even remember what attacked us, but the war was happening, so
Hmm.
it could have been the ocean, it could have just been blazes, it could have been ghasts. I suppose I'll never know. But in
Right.
order to keep me safe, I was they put me into a nether portal
Another
just to
portal.
send the hope was that I would survive the explosions and then I could
Ah.
come back through before I zombified. But I grew up in the portal, and
Oh.
I was able to survive the overworld air as a result.
That's an interesting set of
And so
circumstances.
now I don't really have much of a place with the piglins. They obviously I'm not ostracized. I still trade within them, and I still use
Right.
their storehouses for food. But
Right.
I have a rare gift as a piglin, so I've moved.
Oh.
Oh
Uh.
hey, hello.
Hello. Greetings. Are is there a
We
reason?
can't.
Is
Is
there a
there,
reason you're
is
here?
there something you'd like to tell us?
Uh, Mr. Klebo, there's some visitors out at the front. There's some purple-haired person, some floating weirdo. There's a weird-looking spectral guy and some snow golem.
Oh no.
Interesting.
I
Oh
I
no.
know these I know these people. I'd rather not I'd rather keep talking here if that's all right. I
Here,
don't
Tori,
quite
why
get
don't you
along.
go take care of the visitors for me, and I will be there. I'll be there shortly to greet them myself.
Okay.
You go off and take care of that. Thank you.
All right. Well, as I was always saying, um, So I moved to the overworld, and I've been trying to meet the people here. So I
Right.
found a sort of paper trail in some very old abandoned spaces in the overworld that led me here.
I see.
Um, I am a trader. All piglins are traders. They don't trade with anyone in the Nether, but we have a great cultural history of trading with the overworld before
Interesting.
the people from the overworld disappeared.
Hmm.
So that's another thing that I kind of hope that I could do living here is maybe find our old trading partners. We used to have a good relationship with the overworld. Um,
It's unfortunate to hear that such a relationship can be torn, can be broken. But I
but
do wish to
yes,
help
I
you.
am a trader. I deal in gold. I have
Oh, and gold.
perhaps that what you may not have here
We
if you'd be
actually,
interested.
gold is one of the currencies. Well, I say currency, but one of the items that we do deal with here. Actually, is
Oh
we
well
have
then.
the magic gold, but we also deal with other normal gold as kind of our baseline of bartering and trading, similar to how you described it. Actually,
All right. Well, maybe I'll come. I mean, I didn't bring my supplies, but
that's
maybe in the
understandable.
future I could come back and we could
That's
you know
very
trade
good.
some things that we've never seen before.
Interesting. Very good potential. There is lots to offer here in the ocean. There's coral, many types of sea life and plants, as well as other species of fish that are quite interesting. Even like at the depths of the ocean, we have some very interesting items and such.
All
One other
right.
thing is the ocean usually deals in magic as well, and so being able to we also are able to use potions and such that some of our people have managed to uh, brew and create, as well as other ocean magic. I, being the heir
That's
to the throne of Tsunacis, have some of this magic in that I'm able to use, but I haven't really figured out too much about how it works and such, as I haven't really had much opportunity to test it. But
all right. That's interesting. I've dealt a bit in magic. Alchemy as a science is sort of a craft that
interesting.
the Nether specializes in.
Yes,
I'm not sure
alchemy.
of its origins, but I think I would say between all of the realms I've been to, there is no place that does it like the Nether.
Right.
Since a lot of the most common brewing materials are found there.
I've heard that we do have a store of some materials that we were able to salvage from our war against the Nether. At least so I've heard.
Oh, well, maybe
We
I could help identify those for you and
potentially
maybe get some more.
we do have other like kind of alternatives that we've created, but I do believe the visitors are waiting. I shouldn't, as the king, I do need to respect when I have visitors. It's again something new to me.
I know the visitors.
You know the
I'll follow
visitors.
you.
All right then.
Klebo, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have listened to Tori. I didn't know he would do all this. I I'm sorry. I failed you.
Pori, what are you where Pori? Where are the visitors? I sent you out here to guide the visitors inside and kind of give them a tour around the place.
What what visitors? What are you talking about, Kleb? What do you
Listen, Pori, if the visitors have left already, then that's okay. It's don't worry about it. If anything, you can come
what
join me and Hamjam in our conversation. We're having something quite interesting about the Nether. I'm learning all sorts of stuff that I haven't learned before. All about the
Ham
mobs and such.
what do you mean Ham isn't here? What are you talking about?
Hmm? Ham is right here. Something wrong for it? You seem. Anyways, Ham is
What
right here. I was just talking with him, having a nice conversation. But listen,
there's
Pori,
Cle-
go find the visitors. If they've left already, try to catch up with them. I'd like to meet them myself, but I'm gonna go make sure that Ham Jam is. We're gonna continue talking. Thank you. I'll be inside.
huh,
All right, Ham Jam. Let's keep going. do wish to hear more about your travels in the Nether and the magic, and the potions from there.
Plebo, you can't keep living like this.
Hmm?
You need to let me go. You need to let all of them go.
That's odd. I've sworn Ham Jam was right here. Anyways, oh, what in the world? Wow, there seems to be a lot of moss here. I should probably start cleaning this up. I don't know how that managed to get in here. It's very odd. Well, seems odd. Yeah, good thing all the
Wait,
moss is
Kleb,
cleaned up.
who are you talking to? Are you okay?
Who am I talking to? Hold on. Who am I talking to? I was talking with Ham Jam. Ham Jam about where I was cleaning up moss. I was cleaning up moss. Moss. No, no, no. The moss shouldn't be here. No, 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 no. This has to be real. The moss isn't here. This can't be real. No, this has to be real. I need this to be real. This isn't how this is supposed to go. Ham Jam is supposed to come in. We're supposed to have a nice talk, and then we're supposed to meet the visitors and all go on living our happy lives here in Tsunacis, and all my people are supposed to be here, and I'm supposed to exist as their king. Please, I'm going to take a swim. I will be right back. It has to be real. No, I can't let this be false. No, I need this to be real. I need my people to exist so I can be their king. Please.
Plebo,
No, please. I need this to be
Plebo,
real. I can't live like this.
Plebo.
No,
They're
Ham Jam,
gone.
you don't understand. This needs to be real. I'm their
They're
king.
gone, Plebo.
Ham Jam, my people need to exist. I'm a king without a kingdom. A ruler without its subjects. I need this to be real. I need you to be
Plebo, none of
real.
this is... Plebo, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm not real. I don't know where Ham Jam is. You don't know where Ham Jam is.
I need another chance.
I
need this to be a reset. I need to reset and do this again. I can do it better. I can do it better if I just had another chance.
Plebo, I wish I could tell you different, but
Oh.
there's no choice in this.
Ham Jam, no, you don't understand. Please.
Let your people rest, Plebo.
No. My people. They need to be real. Please. Don't be
Let them
gone.
rest,
Don't
Clebo.
leave me. I need you
Clebo.
to be real. I don't want to go back to the life I lived.
Plebo, I'm afraid that there is no other option.
No, Ham.
You have no choice.
Please, no. I have to do with this. I have to keep going with my this has to be. It has to go how I want it, Ham. There's no
Plebo,
purpose if it
you
doesn't.
have no choice.
I have every choice. This has to be real. I can go find another way to fix this. I can find Genie again. I can go to some other form of magic. There's so many places in this world with magic. Why can't there be one to fix me?
Clevo, maybe there is a way, but if you don't know it,
No,
I can't tell you.
No, please.
Clevo, it wasn't your fault what happened.
It was my fault. I was their king.
None of it was your fault.
I was their king. I was supposed to be there for them.
Clevo, you didn't lose them. They were taken from you. And it's a terrible thing, but it wasn't your fault. It wasn't Tori's fault. And as real or not real as all this is, I'm not here, and your people aren't here. And there's still someone out there who needs you, Clevo.
Who's
Tori's
left?
in pain.
Who's left? No one exists. I'm
You
here
know
by
who's
myself.
left. Clevo, your friend is standing believing the same thing you believe, that he failed, that all of the blood of the people of Tsunacis is on his hands. You can still help people, and you can't help anyone by pretending it's all still there.
You mean Pori, don't you? Pori exists.
You saw him. He fought so hard to escape the fate that Tori brought on him.
Alright then. I understand. I understand what I have to do. I just need to gather the strength to do it. Alright. It's time then. It's time that I face reality. It's time that I face the reality of my situation. And face the sorrow and trauma it may be. I need to face it, and I need to accept things as they are. Pori,
Cleb,
I do
you're
apologize
back.
for my earlier behavior. It was a lot, and but what happened to you? You have almost like a disease all over you, covered in moss. What happened?
Well, Tori came back, and he starved everyone. He killed them all. He killed me, and he trapped me and tortured me.
Oh no. What did he do? How did he kill them? How did my people die?
He starved them.
Oh no. Of course. That monster. He'd find the most brutal and cruel way to kill my people. As punishment for messing with him, I guess, for getting involved. Listen, Pori, it's reality. It's understandable. We were both fooled, manipulated, tricked. Tori has that about him that he's able to get people to do whatever they want. It's cruel and it's evil, but it's the reality that we face. The people are gone, and there's nothing we can do about it but move on.
I understand. Here, Cleb. I think you should take this.
No, Pori, I don't believe you understand. I'm no longer king of this nation. There's no nation left. I want you to take this.
What do you...
Please, take the crown. Take your people. Go to the darkest depths of the ocean that you can find. Get as far away from here as you can. If you can get the jump on Tori, maybe you have a chance of hiding. I need you to do this. I don't want anyone else to get hurt, Pori. You still have your people. You can still save them. This is an order, Pori. Don't bother trying to fight it.
I understand.
And one more thing. Don't come looking for me. I am going away and you'll never see me again. So, I wish you safe travels and farewell, Pori. It was nice to know you. I'm glad to have
Thank you,
fought by your
Klebo,
side.
for everything.
Farewell, Pori.
Farewell, King.
Well then, there's only one thing left to do. One thing to settle this all once and for all. To truly put everything at rest. I have to find bread. He died fighting for Tsunacis. Don't even know if he knows what happened. I need to find him, and I need him for one last thing, one last request. The people may be gone and the delusion ruined, the delusion broken, but it's, yeah, I I enjoyed being here when all the people were here, were building their civilization. It was nice to know the good side of them. But I have to find bread. This can only be tied up and finished if I can talk to him one last time before I, well, I'll figure that out when it comes to it. There it is. Castle I've only heard of that was owned by Bread, and I can only assume that he took refuge in after the siege. After all of Qualms was against us. This is gonna be hard. But I have to do this. I have no other option. This has to go this way. Alright.
Oh, hey, Club. I saw you in the front window. How's it been?
Brad, I need to talk to you for a minute. Please, come with me. We need to
Yeah,
walk.
for sure. What's this about?
Brad, after you died trying to save Tsunacis and Tori unfortunately took over, do you know what happened to Tsunacis? Have you been there since?
Not really. All I've been is just really it's really just like I just died, came to you, and just took refuge in here.
Brad, Tsunacis is dead. There's no point in hiding it. No point in trying to make it soft, make it better. Tsunacis is gone.
You're joking, right?
It's gone. Dead, killed, murdered by Tori. He suffocated
You're
them
joking. There's no way.
he killed Pori, took the kingdom by force, and starved out all the people. I have no people left. I have nothing left. Bread. Listen.
I don't know what to say. It's
Bread. This is going to be sudden for you, but I need you to listen closely, and I need you to let me finish, please. I know that this is going to be sudden, having been from your refuge. You haven't really talked to many people. This is the first time you've seen me since the siege, but Brad, I've come from a place of great sorrow and great pain that you wouldn't understand. Pori told me everything at Tsunacis after breaking me out of a trance I had forced myself into to try and avoid this, but there's no point in trying to delay it. Listen, Brad. This world is cruel and bitter, and I can't live here any longer. I have no purpose. My people are gone. I'm a king of a non-existent kingdom. Take my blade, Brad. I want you to strike me down where I stand. Here and now, on this hill.
You still have a purpose, though. I can't strike you down.
Brad.
I'm your servant. I'm your guard. I'm used. I'm supposed to protect you. I'm not. Why should I kill you? You have a purpose. People don't know they have a purpose
Brad.
until they see it. I'm not agreeing with this.
It's why I brought you here. You are my most loyal and trustworthy soldier. You've been trained all your life to fight. Well, maybe not all your life, but you've been trained to fight. You've been trained, even in the hardest of times, to persevere and pull through. This is sudden, I know. But listen, Brad. You have to kill me. Here and now.
But you have a purpose. I can't accept this.
don't
This
understand,
isn't
Brad.
the way you're supposed to go out.
But it is. Because if I don't go out this way, if you don't kill me here, Tori will find me. And if he finds me, he's not done with me. He knows I have a life left. If he finds out that I've broken out of the delusion that I put myself in, he will give me the most torturous and brutal death that anyone could even fathom. It will be painful and harsh. If you do not kill me now, he will find a way to make it hurt. To make it the slowest death possible. This bread. This is an order. My final order to you, as your king and as your ruler, is to strike me down now.
I don't agree with this, but...
Kill me where I stand, Bread. I can't live here any longer. I know I'm your king and I know you're supposed to protect me, but I need to die, Bread. Go find Pori. Go help him protect his kingdom. There's nothing left for mine.
As you wish. Any last words?
Only that I'm glad to have fought by your side, and I'm glad to have had you as a soldier. Truly, I appreciated our time together, and I hope you know this. And I'm sorry for having to do this to you, but it's a necessary evil.
I get
Thank
it.
you.
Rest well, my king.
And so that's it. That's it then, isn't it? Look at all this. Qualms. all its splendor. Or at least, all the splendor that it was in. Well, I enjoyed getting to know the people. Getting to be here. Spend time acknowledging all the good times we've had together. Church. Back when that was a good thing. The election. Bunny's shop. Where we had fights, but we had a good time. The pub. Even the trial house. It was certainly an experience. An experience I never wish to forget, but I'm free. I'm free. I'm free from the pain. I get to move on. People don't need me anymore. I get to be here. I've done my part. I've accomplished my purpose. Sal, Tori, Hamjam, Jeannie, Endo, Peanut, Fall, Bread, Bunny, D. All the people that I've met. And all those I couldn't imagine a world without them. I can't believe I wanted to reset. Forget about all this. But with that said, there's a place for me. My time here is done. It's time to move on. Time to move on past just the ocean waters and past qualms and all its people into potentially a better life.